like I see our Keem coming, and like he would hit the wall with the baton, he would hit the door, and it's like one of the metal door things. So it's so super loud, and it kind of echoed, like you could hear like water dripping or something, because it's kind of down there in the basement, so it's like the drain pipe and stuff too down there, and then you just heard like dripping noise, and it was kind of moist and damp, and just kind of just like a basement, an old basement. And then I do think that they had you by yourself in there, like you had to stay because you was in the middle cage anyway. So they didn't put you you were in your room by yourself, but you still were in the top cage. Usually like when you walk in, there's 4 cages, and then it's like on the left side or something like that. You like to be like in the corner, like seems like that was a safe area, because like you had to look directly into the room to see you, so I don't know, that just came to mind. You felt the safest, I guess, I don't know. But then the light seemed to be like on the left top area, like that, so maybe that's why, because the light was over a little bit over to the left ceiling area, so you when you walk in the room, then you're on the left, okay? So then the light's going to be on the right at the ceiling, but you looking out at the lights on the ceiling on the left, and it's like a can light, like that is what I'm seeing, or something, or it's has a little thing over it, like a cage thing over it, like a light bulb, and then it kind of seems like the ceilings was open too, like you could kind of see drain pipes and stuff right there, so maybe that's why the dripping was coming down, like we heard dripping. And then and you smell mustiness, it smells musty. So our Kim would come and bang on the door, with the baton, and he'd just say, "Get up," just yelling, and but I don't know. I keep looking for who else the kids were. I really would like to know some more about the other kids that were there with us. Because, like, I just see me and you right now. And I do see a boy, but I don't know who it is. I see, like, 2 boys, but I don't know if I'm placing them there, or if they're there, because I just keep trying to search for who's there. So neither one of them have said they feel like they're there. So when I've told both of them the story, so I don't know. Neither one of them said, "Oh, I was there." You know what I mean? So kind of have to do that before I'll fully place them there, like you did. Say, "Oh, that's me." So then seems like they didn't clean the cages, but we had to clean our own cages. That's what it is. We had to clean out our own cages, and all that. But they had to bring us the cleaning stuff. They had to bring us water or whatever we needed, and so that wasn't very frequently. Like, "I'll get to it," like kind of like that. Like if we asked our Keem to bring us like some water so we can clean out the cages, he's the one who we would ask, and then because he would get it for us. But like Max Spears, he didn't care really. He was like kind of how a teenager doesn't want anything to do with little kids, kind of like that. And then Joseph Powell, he was more like upstairs or something like that. He hardly would come down there. They made our King go and get us all the time, So I think that's why he was so annoyed too. And then so I would be like in the next room. This is what I'm seeing with that basement thing, And then so I was in the next room and in the same setup with the 4 cages. But I think since there wasn't anybody in there. Like, I don't feel like anybody's in there, but maybe I do. So I liked the bottom because nobody was above me. If no one was above me, I liked the bottom, and like the bottom right, because it seems like the light was on. When you walked in, it seemed like the light in that room was on the left, so it's kind of like opposite to your room, and then the door was opposite or something. So you know what I mean, and like flipped, like the floor plan was flipped, and so I slept kind of like where it would be my I don't know. Anyway, I like the bottom usually if there was nobody on top. And yeah, it was kind of dirty a little bit, but there was a drain in each room too. So if we like if we peed or something, then it would eventually go down there. But it seems like there was like a tray thing under there, like how they keep in the dog kennel things, you know. And we had like it seemed like we had a pillow and a blanket in there, and man, that's crazy how they kept us locked up in a cage. Like, we could ever escape, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, we could, but I don't know. I guess because of our powers and stuff they kept us in. Maybe it was like controlled our powers in there, you know? Maybe it's the cage, like, made it so we didn't have any powers. And so, I don't know, maybe so. And then we kind of started to like it because it felt comfortable, like secured, you know, in there. And I don't know. I think the only thing we didn't like about it is that we was locked in there, you know, because we couldn't get out. So that's that part. I guess we got probably used to it, I bet, you know. And we probably didn't like to have to get out and get up or something. So I don't know if they made us sleep or how they made us sleep. If they gave us some kind of injection to make us sleep or pill, you know. I don't know. Maybe they did. But I don't know for that part. I just was seeing how we'd be able to fall asleep and get good rest or something. But I don't know. That's probably like human thinking, you know, because it seemed like it was different. And it just seems so mundane, you know, and it's so boring too, in a way. Like, I don't know, it just seemed like a depressing life. Like nothing really exciting to ever do is just staying in the cage, getting out and doing the chores. We had to clean our area and stuff and all that, you know, and like we were supposed to clean our area, but we had to wait on the supplies, and then they would take forever to bring in the supplies, and then we would get in trouble for not cleaning it later by someone else, you know. So it was always our fault that it didn't get cleaned, but they never brought us our stuff to clean. So and then I don't know where the bathroom is in there. It seems like the bathroom might be in one of the stalls or something, in another stall. Or it might even be in that room. It just is in a, you know, like as soon as they let us out of the cage, we can go to the bathroom there, right there. Maybe so. It seems like that. But it, you know, maybe so. Maybe that seems right. But the door was open and all that, you know, they could see. And it was like glued to the wall, you know, how they have them at, like, that stuff, how it's glued to the wall, with kind of high up too, you know, and so there's no base thing touching the floor, and it's real loud to, like, it seemed like it was loud to flush, but I don't know, then maybe not, maybe I'm just hearing that or seeing that, maybe so. It seemed kind of like a airport toilet or something too, I don't know. Like silver, you know how that is, how like those porta potties, how they're kind of silver or something, you know, but the sink kind of silver too, like that, maybe. And I don't know if there's a mirror. It doesn't seem like there's a mirror, because we might break it and like try to kill ourselves or something with that if we did. But I don't know. I don't think there's a mirror there. It might not be good to have a mirror with our abilities and stuff too, you know. It might do something. But I guess